Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Igaltoto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it true and real. The Striker today is leading us to the role of the international community, the current protests that we have in the country as far as rejected 2024 finance bill in Kenya is concerned. Now, Kenya is known to be one of the most stable countries in East Africa. For a long time, Kenya has been like the stable country in the region, or among the stable countries in the region. And as a result of that, for a long time, we have been able to attract international investors. The international community has a lot to gain from Kenya, actually. And we have seen our presidents always trying to, have these agreements, memorandums of understanding, etc. Now, the 2020 with the international community. Now, the 2024 financial bill has enlisted a lot of reactions, both from the local population and from the international community. And the 2024 financial bill comes against the backdrop that one, the president had a state visit in the USA, and there are rumors that there he met with the International Monetary Fund officials, etc. I don't know, Kenya needs a loan, blah, blah, And it also comes against the backdrop when the country as we are, the National Health Insurance Fund is not working, and still we are in the transition period, but we don't know transition period to what, because we have not been registered for the National Social, Health Insurance, the new insurance that's supposed to come on. It comes against the backdrop that from last year, people have been taxed for housing levy. The health insurance was increased, yet it's not functioning. It comes against the backdrop that Linda Mama, that used to help women to have free delivery services in our hospitals, is no longer there. It comes against the backdrop when we have rumors that the school feeding programs are going to be scrapped off. So the 2024 finance bill comes against the backdrop of a country that is already, it's already ballooning. The balloon is still is getting a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure in that balloon, and it's only waiting for something little, a small pin, to just burst it. Like the 2024 finance bill came against a country that is more of a ticking bomb in terms of social problems. Unemployment, high taxation already, the cost of living has gone high, and we have a whole lot of generation, the Generation Z that we are talking about, majority are people who have finished schools without employment. These are the people who could call their parents to give them money, but now they are calling and they are being told, economy ni mbaya, we don't have the money. And now, you tell them that we want to have a finance bill where the basic commodities are going to go high. Talk about sanitary pads, talk about bread, talk about diapers, talk about even vehicles, talk about even, you want to impose tax on imports of the basics that they don't actually afford. And on the international arena, the president could be seen as, that visionary person, Of course, countries outside there tax people. People outside there pay taxes. But what makes the difference between what is happening outside there internationally and what's happening in our country? Outside there, people are taxed and they see where their tax goes. They have good insurance systems, the infrastructure, be it the road, be it hospitals, etc., are there. The social life is in a way that even if you don't have a job, you can be able to meet your basic needs. But back here at home, we are being taxed. You are being taxed for health, and you are not using that health cover. You are being taxed for a house, and that house you are supposed to buy it by the end of the day. You are being taxed, but you don't see the benefits of that tax. So that makes the difference. So even when the international community may be able to see Ruto as a visionary leader, the question is, are these taxes actually benefiting the common mwananchi? Number two, we know that sometimes back the International Monetary Fund had set conditions for giving loans to Kenya. At that particular time, they had said that we had to cut the number of employees in the country, civil servants in the country. And we are not sure which conditions maybe the International Monetary Fund this year gave to the Kenyan government to fund them. Maybe it was past that bill, then we'll give you the money. Maybe. Who knows? And this again raises the question, it takes us back to history. While the president and the deputy were actually campaigning for election in this particular country, they assured Kenyans that they were not going to take loans. And this now then puts them in a very questionable position. Why do we have the international community meddling in our affairs as a country, as far as our budget is concerned? Which terms and conditions were given by the International Monetary Fund for Kenya to get a loan? I think it's high time even these young people, through this Twitter Spaces conversation, we are told these are the terms and conditions that we were given. Are you comfortable with these terms as a country? On 25th June, Tuesday, 2024, the Mandamano reached its climax. And we saw people being killed, live bullets being released onto people. Immediately it happened, you see the United Nations. What did it say? It is watching closely the events in Kenya. And it has noted abuse of human rights, use of violence and police brutality, violence being unleashed to the people, and abuse of the democratic right of the people to protest and demonstrate, The same international community that is clapping to Kenya, to President Ruto, is the same international community, when we enter into anarchy, wants to stand on the fence and now say, this is abuse of human rights. And it tells you one thing: the international community, the UN Security Council, the United States of America, the International Monetary Fund, these actors are not here meaning anything good for Kenya. These are actors who come, cause chaos, and then go back and stand on the fence. And even this one, I asked myself, is it not the same actors, if we say, for example, there is crime against humanity, who will be advocating for Kenya to go to the ISIS, you know. So for me, I was left trying to analyze this relationship between Kenya and the international community, especially at the time when we have such kind of anarchy. When he entered into presidency, President Ruto was very firm and seemed to be against the international community. You know, he was bashing the US, he was bashing the UK, how African presidents are not supposed to be invited by one country and be carried in passes. You know, the way we need to revisit the international lending system, etc. I think they have brought him closer and they are trying to eat him slowly while pretending to be friends. That's my opinion, that the international community is now pretending, you know, you are so much focal in Africa, you want to change the game. So they want to bring him closer, but at the same time, as they pretend to be listening to him, they are slowly destroying him. And that is a reflection of what happened on Tuesday here in Kenya. And therefore, for me, is the international community has nothing as intervention in Kenya. That is interference, and they know what they are going to gain by the end of the day. Look at those countries like Libya, who were once a staple and the most admired economies in Africa. Where did Gaddafi go? What happened? The Libyans were told, you are not democratic. This is a dictator. And apparently, Gaddafi was overthrown, he was captured, he was killed. And Libya has never risen again. Watch out wherever the international community enters, especially Europe and the Western world. Whenever they enter in Africa, ask yourself, what is it that they have seen and what is likely to be the end result? What do you think? Your ideas and your opinions in the comment section. Kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video.